What if the reason you can't sleep has nothing to do with sleep? You lie in bed. Your body is tired. Your eyes hurt. But your brain suddenly becomes more active than it was all day. You remember awkward conversations from 5 years ago. You start worrying about work, money, relationships, or things you forgot to do. And somehow, at 2 in the morning, every small problem feels huge. During the day, you can ignore these thoughts. At night, you can't escape them. And the strange part is this: many people think they have a sleep problem. But often, they actually have a thinking problem. Your mind never learned how to slow down. Most people know this feeling very well. You go to bed hoping to rest, but your brain starts a late-night meeting that nobody asked for. One thought becomes 10 thoughts. 10 thoughts become anxiety. Then you check the clock, and now you are stressed about not sleeping too. The next day feels terrible. You are tired, less patient, less focused. Maybe you drink more coffee. Maybe you scroll on your phone more because your brain feels exhausted. Then night comes again, and the cycle repeats. This matters more than people think. When your mind never truly rests, it affects everything. Your mood changes. Your relationships become harder. Even simple decisions feel heavy. And after a while, you stop trusting your own mind because it never seems quiet. But here's something important to understand. Your brain is not trying to hurt you. It is trying to protect you. That's the first insight. Your brain thinks nighttime is finally a safe moment to process everything you ignored during the day. Think about a normal day. You wake up and immediately check messages. Then work, school, traffic, emails, social media, videos, conversations, responsibilities. Your attention is constantly busy. There is almost no silence. So your thoughts wait. At night, the world becomes quiet. Suddenly your brain says, "Okay, now we can finally talk." I once spoke with a friend who could never sleep before important meetings. He thought he had anxiety about work. But after some honest reflection, he realized something else. During the day, he never allowed himself to feel stress. He stayed busy all the time. Music in his headphones. Podcasts while walking. Videos during meals. Constant noise. But when the room became silent at night, all the stress he avoided came back at once. Your thoughts do not disappear when you ignore them. They wait. And nighttime is often when they return. The second insight is that your brain loves unfinished stories. This is why small worries become powerful at night. Maybe you sent a message and did not get a reply. Maybe you are unsure about your future. Maybe there is a problem in your relationship that nobody talks about directly. Your brain hates uncertainty. It wants answers. It wants control. So it keeps thinking. Again and again. Imagine your mind like a browser with 50 tabs open. Even if you are not looking at them, they still use energy. And at night, your brain starts clicking through every single one. What did they mean by that comment? What if I fail? What if something goes wrong tomorrow? What if I made the wrong decision? At night, there are fewer distractions. So unfinished thoughts become louder. And here is the dangerous part. Your tired brain is not good at solving problems. After midnight, your mind becomes emotional, dramatic, and negative. Problems feel permanent. Tiny mistakes feel massive. That's why things often look different in the morning. You did not suddenly become wiser overnight. Your brain simply stopped operating in survival mode. The third insight is something many people do not expect. Sometimes overthinking at night is connected to a life that feels emotionally overcrowded. You may look calm from the outside. Maybe you work hard. Maybe you take care of other people. Maybe you stay productive and responsible. But inside, your brain never gets recovery time. Rest is not only about sleeping. Real rest means moments where you are not performing, reacting, or consuming information. But modern life makes this difficult. Even when people relax, they often scroll through endless content. The body is still, but the mind keeps running. I noticed this in myself once during a very stressful period. Every evening, I watched videos until I felt exhausted enough to sleep. I thought it helped me relax. But the moment I turned everything off, my mind exploded with thoughts. The videos were not solving the problem. They were delaying it. And honestly, many people are doing the same thing. They are afraid of silence because silence allows hidden emotions to appear. Loneliness, fear, pressure, disappointment, questions about the future. These feelings are normal. But if you never face them during the day, they often visit you at night. So what can you actually do about this? Not a perfect solution. Just one simple thing that genuinely helps. Create a small landing space before sleep. Most people move directly from stimulation to bed. Phone screens, bright lights, fast content, stressful conversations. Then suddenly they expect the brain to switch off in 5 minutes. But your mind needs time to slow down. Try this tonight. For 20 minutes before bed, reduce noise. No endless scrolling. No checking work messages. Sit quietly. Write down your thoughts if you need to. Even simple sentences help. I'm worried about tomorrow. I feel stressed about money. I'm still thinking about that conversation. When thoughts move from your head onto paper, your brain relaxes a little. It no longer needs to hold everything so tightly. And if your mind still races in bed, don't panic. Fighting thoughts usually makes them stronger. Instead, notice them without following every story. A thought is just a thought. Not every late-night fear is a truth. Not every anxious prediction deserves your attention. Your brain is tired, not magical. And slowly, over time, you teach your mind something important. Nighttime is safe. You do not need to solve your entire life before sleeping. Some answers can wait until morning. You are allowed to rest even when life feels unfinished.